Hey guys, hope you're having a great week. A lot of sad stories coming out of Florida, a lot of people struggling down there. We did everything we could. We're doing everything we do to continue to try and figure out solutions for Florida. Um, but it's been a rough week down there for them. Every time there's a glimmer of hope, Big Kratom comes and pays somebody and they change the regulation again. I think they've changed the regulations almost 3 times now. One at one point they had outlawed kratom completely. So yeah, I mean it's pretty obvious what's going on down there, and I think once it comes to a point where somebody that isn't paid has to review this, um, it's going to be pretty obvious that this was bought and paid for, um, which is disappointing. Just very disappointing. It is what it is with these politicians. Um, so that's why you got to be careful who you elect, I suppose, and continue to vote and continue to get out and do what you need to do. Not a lot of huge updates. We do have the couple different types of dollar tabs on the site now. Mangoes are back, mango nanos. Some new powders. Sands of Anubis is back. That's pretty cool, actually. That's a big update. A lot of people have been waiting on Sands to come back for a while now. Finally back. Super excited to have it back. And yeah, it's up there for whoever deems they need it. But yeah, I mean, it's been a rough week to say the least. I've been more than positive, I think more than anybody else throughout this thing, and I continue to try to stay positive. But based on how fast how fast we lost Florida, I talk to Dan every day. I was like, I can't believe we lost Florida. I can't believe Florida's gone. They just wiped them right off the map. And it's just sad. It's just sad. So, I mean, it definitely for a few days I was really bummed out because we're working hard to try and come up with solutions. People are emailing us, people are calling us, being like, hey, Al, what can you do for us? How are you going to help us? And we keep trying to find solutions, and it seems like no matter what we do, the solution is not available anymore. So hopefully we'll find something, and we'll continue to search for a way to make it happen for people down there. But yeah, it's definitely humbling to say the least. How fast that happened. It could happen like that in any other states, which is why it's good to stock up and stay in control and have some stuff squirreled away just in case. But no one could have imagined how fast Florida was going to do that to people. Devastated communities, really screwed over a lot of people. Didn't give people the chance to prepare. Didn't give people that needed the help they needed. And now there's a lot of people down in Florida struggling to get by and to maintain their lifestyles because of what they did. I feel bad for the guy. He lost his son. I get that. But he was one of us. At the end of the day, the guy was one of us. He had sounds like he did have some seven with him. I mean, unless they made that up completely. It just sounds like he did have some seven and was trying to do better, trying to figure out ways to get back on track with 7-OH like many of us have done. So at the end of the day, it's sad because he was one of us. So we pour one out for him because he was one of us, even though his dad is a complete asshole. And maybe the dad does believe what he believes, but for us who know what we know because we've been there, it's pretty obvious that if he did have 7-OH, he was using it to try to get himself back on track. And just that night when things went wrong, he must not have been there. So it's sad to hear that. That's super sad. That's the saddest part about the whole thing, and it's very unfortunate that it's affected so many other people's lives in Florida. But other than that, let's get into the wheel. We're gonna spin 2 times this week. Well, just because we just didn't do it last week. So we're going to spin 2 times this week, so there'll be 2 winners this week. And yeah, and then we're going to have some other cool stuff going on this week. But other than that, not a lot of other stuff to talk about. All right, guys. Yeah, sorry to be a downer. Just go ahead and reach out to us. And we'll get those gift cards right out to you. You can stock up on something new or hold on to it. Maybe wait for something different to come in that you've been waiting on. It's not trying to be super down about anything. Just kind of, going through all week. Me and Jan have been reading these emails, and it's heartbreaking, guys, to just read these emails of people who are really struggling and really need help, and having our hands tied behind our back because of increasingly changing regulations and guidelines that continue to change day by day and make no sense whatsoever. So hopefully very soon we'll be able to get a hold of some stuff to get stuff down there and find a solution to the problem. But until then, keep your friends close down there. If you got friends close down there, and reach out. That's all we can do right now is keep in touch, be supportive, and be there when we need them, when they need us, rather. All right, guys, keep your heads up, keep pushing, and we'll get through this.